Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and for the month of December I will be posting 4 videos a week on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday at 7 AM. So if you love a recipe video like this one and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you how to make my delicious salmon spag bowl. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious salmon spag bowl. Now this recipe is really easy to do and it makes a great midweek meal, but it also makes a really nice weekend dish, and it also makes a really nice dish to serve to friends. If your friends love salmon, then this is a lovely dish to have. I love salmon, but I also love a bolognese as well. And one night I couldn't decide, so I decided to throw the salmon into the bolognese sauce. Instead of using minced beef, I used salmon, and the results were delicious. We all really enjoyed it, and I thought we'd have this dish for our dinner this evening. And of course, while I was making it, I thought I'd share the recipe with you. So here is how to make my delicious salmon spag bowl. To start, I've grabbed myself a large pan and I'm going to put this onto a high heat on my hob, and then I'm going to add a little bit of oil to the base of that pan like so. And I'm going to leave this pan to heat up. The pan is nice and hot now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an onion. So I've peeled and sliced and diced 1 onion, and I'm just going to pop that into the base of my pan like so. And I'm going to fry these onions now until they start to soften. The onions have started to soften and they've also started to stick a little bit to the bottom of the pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my heat down and I'm just going to add a little bit of water to the base of that pan to stop the onions from sticking. They're starting to go a nice golden brown colour as well. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my garlic. So I've peeled and sliced about 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to add those in and I'm going to fry them around just for about 30 seconds or so, just to start them cooking. You don't want the garlic to burn because burnt garlic can taste a bit bitter, but you do want it to go slightly golden brown. And as this pan is quite hot, I think it's started to turn already. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in a pepper that I've I'm going to add in a red pepper, and I have sliced the top off. I've removed the core and the stalk, and I've just simply sliced and diced the pepper. So I've sliced and diced all of the flesh, and I'm going to pop this in to my pan, my big saucepan. I'm going to fry this for a few minutes. Pepper is quite difficult. It tends to not soften as quickly as other vegetables, so I always like to put this in first and fry it off for a few minutes just to get some heat through it and just to start the process of it softening. But red pepper does tend to take a long time to soften, and that's why I've also cut it into small pieces, because the smaller the pieces the easier it will be to start the process of softening. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to fry this now. Red pepper has started to get soft around the edges, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 1 courgette that I've peeled and grated, 1 carrot that I've peeled and grated, and 1 butternut squash. Well, about 200 grams of a butternut squash that I have peeled the skin off, removed some seeds and grated as well. And I'm going to add these into the base of my pan as well. And the reason I grate these is because my husband and son aren't keen on too much veg in their dinners. So I grate it so that they don't know it's in there. But also, I've just remembered that a famous celebrity chef in the UK called Heston Blumenthal, I don't know if you've heard of him, I think it's Blumenthal, he actually went to Italy and he discovered that grandmothers in Italy, when they cook a bolognese, will actually grate the vegetables in rather than put them in chunks. Apparently, I don't know why they do that, but apparently it just makes the bolognese sauce taste a bit better. So whatever Italian grandmothers do, I'm going to do as well. So yes, I'm going to continue to fry these ingredients for a further few minutes until everything starts to soften down. So I've been frying the vegetables for a few minutes and everything has started to soften beautifully in my pan. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 2 tins of tomatoes to the vegetables. So 1 and 2, like so. And I'm going to stir all those ingredients together now, like so. And then I'm going to add in some tomato puree to this. So I'm just going to add in a little bit of tomato puree. So I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons to the bolognese sauce. And I'm also going to add in some tamari as well. Tamari is like a fermented soy sauce and it just adds a little bit more flavour to the bolognese sauce. That's why I like to add it. You can add things like Marmite as well if you wanted to, or Worcester sauce, and you can also use soy sauce. The only reason I use this is because it's gluten free and I'm slightly gluten intolerant, so that's why I like to use that one. And I'm just going to stir those ingredients in. And then I'm going to add in some bay leaves. So I've got 2 bay leaves there. And I'm also going to add in some rosemary. I've already picked the leaves off most of the rosemary. But I'm just going to pick the leaves off that stalk. Normally you just peel down on the stalk to get the leaves off. I'm going to stir those ingredients around as well. And I've got to add some salt and pepper, but I've got to go and get it, so I'll be back in a mo. So I've just grabbed some salt and pepper, so I'm just going to add a little bit of salt, just a couple of pinches for us. Salt and pepper to your taste, you don't have to add it if you don't want to. And a little bit of pepper as well. And I'm just going to leave this on the hob now. So it's come to the boil on this medium heat, so I'm going to leave this on the hob. But I'm going to leave it on a low heat and I'm just going to leave it to simmer for about 30 minutes now. The sauce has been cooking away here for about 30 minutes or so and it smells so good. I can just smell it. Oh, it's so nice. Anyway, I have removed the skin from the salmon. So I've got 4 pieces of salmon here and I'm making this as if it serves 4 people. It's for my husband, my son and myself, but I will have the leftovers tomorrow. So I've just basically removed the skin from 4 fillets of salmon. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to add the salmon into the saucepan and I'm going to leave this to simmer in the saucepan. I'm going to turn the heat back up for about 10 minutes or so. It shouldn't take long for the salmon to cook, and basically what will happen is the salmon will become quite flaky and it will just flake away like it is now. So I'm just going to leave this here and I'm going to go and cook some pasta. The salmon has cooked and as you can see it's flaking away from itself and it's gone a lovely pink colour as well, so that means it's cooked. And I have also cooked my pasta. So I cooked the pasta as per the packet instructions. So I'm just going to tip the pasta onto the sauce and not the other way round. If you're thinking this looks a little bit less, I have taken off a little bit for my lunch tomorrow and I will cook my pasta fresh again tomorrow. So this is going to serve my husband, my son and myself tonight, and I have to say it smells delicious. So I've just put all of the pasta in and I'm just mixing it around, and that, my friends, is our dinner done and I can't wait. It smells so good. That's how you make my delicious salmon spag bowl, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and oh my god, as I said, it smells so good. I can't wait to eat it. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.